Hey, good day, everybody. This is Spot Trucker, and I wanted to give you a heads up, a warning. We're now in the winter season, and so we're starting to see a little winter remix and snow and sleet. I am not, for those of you that may want to ask the question, I am not actually driving a tractor trail right now. In my personal vehicle. So if somebody commented on a previous video, I just blocked them because I don't have time for stalkers or trolls. I mean, you got something valuable to say, I'll respond, but if you're just going to troll my channel, I don't have any time or tolerance for that. So you will be blocked on the first occurrence. But anyway, this channel is designed to be a help to people that, from my experience, especially this is for new drivers. So if you're new drivers, and if you're a pro driver, you've been driving for a long time, then this probably channel is not for you. If you're a new driver, I'll be giving like different little updates and things of that nature, things to kind of help you in your driving career. So back to the subject at hand. When it comes to this type of weather, one of the things that you want to be very cautious about is ice, right? Snow and ice are two different animals. Snow, you generally can have traction if you're driving in snow, but ice and black ice, you want to be very careful because with black ice, you can't see until it's too late. And I had one of those experiences the other night. I was coming back from Buffalo and went into a skid. I was coming across a bridge. You ever see the signs that say bridges ice before the highways? Apparently it was some ice, and my rear of the trailer, I'm driving a tanker, came forward towards me. So as you learn in the CDL training, when your vehicle goes into a skid, you turn into the direction of the skid. And actually, in applying that, it's called countersteering. And actually, in applying that, I actually saved myself from having a collision or crash, because as the rear was sliding forward, I turned towards the curb and it went the other way. And then I turned the other way. And it did that about maybe 5 or 6 times until before it finally evened itself out. And I wasn't going fast. I was only going about maybe 45, 50 miles an hour when it happened. If I had been going faster, who knows? But so, word of caution: when you're driving in ice, you really don't want to drive in ice. You want to park that truck if it's ice out there. But in my particular case, when I took off, it was, the roads were clear, but there was some black ice, and this was like, you want to be cautious too, because usually when the sun goes down, this was about 11 o'clock at night. It's usually when things start freezing up at this time of year, between like 9 and 11. So you want to be very cautious. And if you don't have to drive, if it's ice out, or if it's a freezing rain or winter remix, you want to park that truck as soon as possible, if you can. And that's just my word of warning. Also, in the same night after I went through that skid, I went to park at the Pennsylvania Welcome Center off of Interstate 81. No, I'm sorry, not at Interstate 81. 15, US 15 going south. I was coming back from Buffalo, and it was ice at the Welcome Center. The whole parking lot was full of ice. And as I went to go down, because I was going to go try to find another spot for me to lay over for the night, and as I was going down the ramp was full of ice, and I started sliding. And So to make a long story short, I had pulled over to the side. State trooper came through. They said they wanted to salt the ramp so that no one would have an accident. Well, lo and behold, I pull over to the side to let the salt truck come through, and what happened? Another driver decided that he thought that he could make it down the ramp, and he didn't see the black ice. So what happened? He slid into my trailer. And long story short, but only damage was done was he bent the bumper, ripped half the bumper off of the rear of my tanker, but I was able to drive back home. So, like I'm saying, you want to be cautious this time of year, snow and so forth, and ice particularly. So we're coming upon that time of year. Drive safe, drive to stay alive. Okay, until next time, have a great one.